Let me start sharing the screen. This is where we had stopped in the previous class. Pooja Gowda has entered now.
Good morning, sir.
On Pooja. Yeah, we noted that there are two distinct roles a public relations professional plays while discharging his work or duties. They are the technician's role and another one is the manager's role. Technician's role is representative of the craft side or creative side of the public relations activity, whereas the manager's role, as you can easily understand, indicates the managerial, supervisor, planning, and the execution part of the public relations job or assignments he might be having. So, with this background, let us go to the next slide. Models of public relations. Certain models have been developed. We noted this also. There are they are based on the concepts of communication. Essentially, based on the issue of communication, four models have been developed: press agentry model, public information model, two-way asymmetric model, and two-way symmetrical model. So, four models are there, especially developed by Jim Grunick. These models are expected to help us understand the key concepts of PR, the essential issues of PR, and how they are related with each other. That is the intent of these models. The first three models, that is press agentry, public information, and two-way asymmetrical. These models reflect the practice of public relations that attempts through persuasion. So the first three models are essentially based on or driven by what is called the persuasion. Persuasion of the target audience by the PR professional, PR officers, PR managers, or by the organization to achieve its goals. Whereas the fourth model, that is two-way symmetrical model, from two-way, the communication symmetrical model, focuses on balancing self-interest and interest of the other groups of the public. In the first three models, the organization would be having its interests in mind, and in order to achieve these interests, in order to serve these interests, in order to accomplish its objective, organization would be persuading, would be trying to persuade the target audience, thereby trying to see its, that is, organization's interests, organization's goals and objectives are achieved. So it is mainly organization centric. The first three models are organization centric, where organization tries or follows persuasion method, persuasion approach to win over the target audience, to convert the target audience into following its objective or its goal. Whereas the fourth model appears to be a more balanced model where the interest of both the organization, that is the sender of the message, of the information, as well as the other group, the target audience of the public, the receivers are ultimate recipients or beneficiaries of this message. The interests of both these parties, both these groups are balanced, are taken into account. This model tries to address the interests of both, whereas the first three models are organization centric. Try to be clear about this. The fourth model, two-way symmetrical. Symmetry means that is a kind of balancing, that a kind of similarity between these two. So it tries to strike a similarity, uh, tries to strike a balance between these two groups, the organization and the audience or the public. So interests of both these parties are tried to be addressed or accomplished by this model. So these four models are based on the concept of communication. The communication is the heart of these four models. Communication, you know, where one party sends a message and the other party receives the message and understands this message in the same way it is intended or meant by the sender. That is communication. We have studied this. We have understood this basic meaning of communication. So these four models are based on the concept of communication, and the first three models fall in one group, whereas the fourth model falls in another category. Now, these models have been explained in detail. Let us see the contents of these models. Press agentry is the model where information moves one way, that is from the organization to the public. So all the first three models seem to be so. While discussing press agentry model, let us try to understand here in this model, the information moves always one way. It is a one-way movement, one-way approach of the organization. The information moves from the organization to the public or the audience. And it is perhaps the oldest form of public relations and is synonymous with promotions and publicity. Press agentry model is found to be the oldest, earliest model to have been developed by this discipline, and it is synonymous. Synonymous means similar to or equal to promotions and publicity, where you have seen the promotions, the commercial promotions and publicity undertaken by the various organizations, where the commercial is telecast, commercial is sent out, commercial is aired by the organization. While watching a TV, when I watch a commercial, I have no way to express my view, right? Is it not? I cannot say, see, this is not there, this light is not there, the content is not good, the content is confusing. I have no way, no option to express. It is they give the organizations, give the information, and we receive it as they are. So this is a one-way movement of information. So it is exactly like the promotion, business promotion or sales promotion or the publicity. Even in case of publicity, the organization runs a publicity campaign. I, as a consumer, as a general member of the general public, I have no say in it. I cannot say you change this, you cannot this content is inadequate, is inappropriate. I cannot say. I may hear it separately, public, but why they send the information across, I have no way of dialogue or a conversation. It is always one way. They telecast the commercials, I watch the commercials. They print out the advertisement, I see the advertisement in the news. That's it. No? This is one way. And this is the oldest part, probably it was the first model of communication developed and employed by the organizations to reach their public, to send the message to their intended public. 8 are there who have come now. Aishwarya, Dhanya, Rachana, yes, Chaitra, Sonia, Ganesh. Who is 28? JN 28. Hello, are you there?
Pratibha, sir.
Pratibha, yes. Pratibha, are you able to get the connectivity now? Couple of days you didn't
Yes,
get
sir.
it. Oh, okay, fine. So 8 are there as of now. Nine. One more has joined, I believe. It's better than yesterday. And public relations practitioners operating under this model are always looking for opportunities to get their organization's name favorably mentioned in the media. So the intention of this model is to ensure that the organization's name, organization's programs, policies, or whatever, anything related with my organization, get highlighted, get carried by the press or the media. Their only intention is whether it reaches the audience or not, whether it triggers interest in them or not. That is secondary. The first priority of your officers of an organization, as per this model, is to ensure that the organization's name gets uh, carried by the media or mentioned in the media repeatedly in a different context, in the different sections of the media. So this is the very important process here in this press agentry model. The PR practitioner will always be looking for opportunities, the available opportunities. They would like to push the organization's name in the media. They will be very happy if organization's name in one way or the other comes or mentioned in the media. They do not conduct much research about their public beyond counting the house. Counting the house simply means taking the number, how many, right? Whether I have reached 1,000 people by this commercial, whether I have reached say 1 lakh people by inserting my commercial in the prime time serial, prime time program, prime time reality show. I am interested in seeing how many people, that is the thing, how many people I have. I am interested in numbers. I am interested in taking my organization's name to as many people as possible across the general public through the media. So, not much research seems to be conducted for this process or for this approach. You design your communication, you design your message, then catch hold of a media, they are widely having a lot of TRP or a lot of circulation. Then insert your media, insert your message or commercial and see how many people it reaches. Suppose I insert an advertisement in Times of India in all the editions, say 15, 16 editions, the Times of India claims it has a circulation of 5 lakh readers every day, then I will be happy that my advertisement has reached 5 lakh people. That they have seen it, whether they have read this, whether they have followed this, whether they have understood this, that is not my first priority. My first priority is to reach as many people as possible. Similarly, if I insert this commercial in a very popular reality show, and if the TRP of that is very high, say about 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, then I'll be happy that by hearing this commercial, by telecasting this commercial in this prime time reality show, I have reached 5 lakh households. I have reached 10 lakh people, consumers, 10 lakh households, 10 lakh students. For example, this Baiju Ravindran's app is now being promoted, especially in this lockdown, because it has developed that online modules. Now they are inserting this by hiring Shah Rukh Khan, by hiring Amitabh Bachchan as a brand ambassador. And they are inserting this commercial, they are airing this commercial in almost all programs, almost all slots, prime time slots and other slots. Their intention is to reach as many students as possible, as many parents as possible. Whether it is really people are watching this, whether students are watching this, whether parents are watching this, I am not really interested in the first instance. So my first instance is to clock the highest possible number. So counting the house means taking the numbers into account. How many are there? That is the process involved in this model. This model includes propaganda tactics such as use of celebrity names, as I told you, Shah Rukh Khan coming and endorsing Baiju, and Amitabh Bachchan coming and endorsing everything under the sun. He endorses everything. Simple. And attention gaining devices, attracting, drawing the attention of the device. Suddenly, if you see a commercial and if you are on the corner within a big star like thing, if you say 50% off, 20% extra, 10 grams extra, combo offer three. If you buy three Santur, you will get a pen or you will get another fourth Santur. So these are the attention gaining. If you simply give your message, right, people may not take interest. But when you put across attention gaining devices such as giveaways like offers, then parades, grand openings, you are aware of all these things that are being packed into the commercials or advertisements these days. Suddenly we tend to see. I find a cricketer or a film actress or a celebrity appearing on the screen. Suddenly I stop for a while and see what is going to say, which product is endorsing. I might or might not be influenced by this, but it gathers my attention. So in this model, it is more like a propaganda. It is more like a publicity. It is more like an advertisement, right? Where you pack your message with a lot of information, and you also use celebrity names probably, and you also use other attention gaining or interest generating, attention drawing tactics or methods like giveaways or offers or discounts or combo offers or parades or discount vouchers. name them and they have it. Although press agents are not unethical, they don't desire to be ethical. This is a controversial statement. They might not be totally unethical, but they don't want to be too ethical in this. Ethical here means whether it is daily matters, whether it is all there. We have seen the number of complaints coming against a lot of advertisements using the children, showing some unnecessary, unwanted, undesirable content in the commercials. You have seen all these things. You have read about the complaints being seen in the press or in other media. So, in this model, the, 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 the publicity or the promotion is the primary focus, and the number you hope to reach is the primary focus, not the nature, genuineness, right, veracity, suitability of the message. That is the secondary. First, see that your organization name goes across lakhs of people, your product's name or product's details reach lakhs of people. That is the second, the secondary priorities or its nature, content, etc. The first priority is to be totally business-like. Carry the message to as many people as possible, through as many media as possible, as varied media as possible. So that is the basic kind of model which is still there. It happens to be the earliest model, but it is still there. It is still being followed by organizations. Yeah. Now, are you able to follow these things? Are you
Yes,
there?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see what is this. First one, the prestige entry model.
Yes, sir.
Second is public information model. What does it say? Please look at this. Right? This model is stated to differ from the first model, that is prestige entry model, because the intent is to, please note this line, intent or the objective is to inform. To this underline. Have the annotation, I think, yes. There is intent. The objective is to inform, inform rather than press for promotion. The objective is to inform the target audience rather than simply promote yourself, promote your product at any cost, publicize your product at any cost. Right? So this is the basic intention of this thing. A lot of options are there. Okay. So the objective of this model compared to prestige entry model is to inform rather than go for or seek only the promotion or publicity. That is basically the communication is still essentially one way. It is still one way. The organization sends across the message without caring to hear from them, without caring to listen to them, without caring to consider their inputs, their feedback. It is still one way, but here it is a slightly a shade better than the press agency model, where the objective of the PR professional is to inform the audience legitimately, ethically, right, consciously, inform the audience, inform the public about the organization, about its products, about its schemes and programs, activities, etc., rather than promoting itself, rather than publicizing itself. In the first model, that was the priority. That was the basic intent or objective. Here, it is one step higher. It is the objective is very clear. I have to inform my public. Let them make a decision later. Let them consider whether to buy or not to buy, whether to adopt or not to adopt my products. But in the first place, I have to give them complete information about the organization, about the product or service or schemes, the offers, etc. Whatever you want. But here also, that let us not forget, it is still a one-way communication, from organization to the audience. Today, this model represents public relations practice within government, you see, educational institutions, probably are quite aware. We have been sending across circulars, we have been putting across lot of things on our website just to inform you. This is about revaluation, the schedule, this is about the examination, this is about the lockdown, this is about blah, blah, blah. So you have seen NGO, non-profit organizations, and even some companies. So most of these organizations, like government, education, NGOs, and even some companies follow this model, public information model. Is the objective, basic objective. There could be secondary objective, but the basic objective is not to promote ourselves on a priority basis, but the priority is to inform, educate, right, enlighten the people. The government has been sending across, right, a lot of information about this current pandemic. So it is to inform the public about the do's and don'ts in this lockdown, in this pandemic situation. Practitioners operating under this model do very little research about their audience. Here also, here also, just like the previous model, not much study, not much research, not much survey or investigation about the requirements, needs, preferences of the audience is taken into account. But some research seems, compared to previously, some research is seems to have been conducted with respect to the content, message content, not about the audience, not about their preference, not about their convenience. I will do a lot of research about the clarity in my message, the content of message, then I will put it across. Right? Put it across to inform the public. I am not going, as an organization, I am not going to do an elaborate, comprehensive study or research into the requirements, needs of the target audience. I believe this has to be informed. I believe this information needs to go. I believe this information should be made available to the public. That's what I'm doing. That is public information model, where information to the public, right, is the priority, is the system. So that it should be very, very clear to you. Do we have time now? What is time? Why this is not going? Again, it is coming. Okay, let's see if it works. The second is two-way asymmetrical model. The third model is two-way asymmetrical model. This considers public relations to be scientific persuasion. So it is again an improvement over the earlier two models, though it is in the first category of model. Here, this model thinks that it is not simply informing the public. By giving the information, we need to persuade them. We need to persuade the audience. It is not sufficient if you give the permission, if you inform. For example, government says you follow these do's and don'ts, but it might not be sufficient. You can see now the lockdown directives are being floated, not being followed. So we need to persuade. So besides sending the information, besides giving the information, one more step, one more additional step is required on the part of the sender, on the part of the organization, whether it is a company or a government. So this model considers two-way asymmetrical model. It considers public relations to be a scientific persuasion. This model treats public relations as a kind of scientific, systematic, organized, planned persuasion. So the element of persuasion is highlighted by this model. It is not simply sufficient to inform. It is necessary to follow up this information through a gentle persuasion. Then only your message might sink into the people. If your message might be followed, if your message might be adopted. If you simply throw away the information at them, they might receive it, they might ignore it, they might discard it, and your campaign might become ineffective. So to make your model, to make your campaign effective, besides informing, you have to push them, you have to persuade them, right? You have to gently compel them. So a kind of systematic scientific process. So this model treats PR as a scientific persuasion, a systematic persuasion, a step beyond mere information. Information plus persuasion is likely to bring better results. That is what this model seems to believe. This model employs social science research methods to increase the persuasiveness of the message. So different methods, different social science research, organization behavior research, management research, all these things it brings in to see how we can persuade our target audience. Having informed them, how we can make them to adopt this voluntarily, willingly, right, with interest. So that is what this model seems to do. Public relations practitioners use surveys, interviews, and focus groups to measure public relations. So organizations can design public relations. So they use these methods like surveys. They talk to them. They find out what they want. Then they design their content and uh, roll it out. They carry it to the public. They may interview the people. They might like to know what do they want, whether they have received this message, whether they have understood this message, whether they are following this message. Do they have any difficulty in receiving this message or understand this message? They might do all these research processes. They might hold group discussions with limited small groups so that the organization will be able to design its program and in line with the public's requirements, in line with the public's interest. They may not take all your feedback, all your suggestions, and design one, but they will listen to you at least. So it is two-way asymmetrical. You are, as an organization, you are going to collect the information about them, then you will try to design your PR. So there is at least some kind of, it might not be exactly same, exactly matching, but there is some kind of conversation or dialogue or communication between the organization and the public. In the earlier two models, the organization was deciding what to send and when to send, how to send, etc., without caring for the audience preferences. But in this model, at least, the audience preference, requirements, interests, problems, etc., would be heard, would be looked into, and if possible, or to the extent possible, their feedback would be considered while designing the message. Then it would be rolled out, then it will be carried. So there is a two-way exchange of communication, but it may not be exactly similar. What you have, suppose a member of the audience say, you have to release 200-gram packs also. You are now selling in only 1 kg packs, 500 packs. We want 200 grams. You might not, but in the first instance, but in the second, third instance, probably you may introduce a 200-gram pouch also, a 200-gram sachet also. So it might not be exactly similar what you want. You might say 100 grams. The organization may say, okay, we'll do at least to begin with, we will first introduce 200-gram sachet, 200-gram packets. So that way, some kind of inputs would be taken from the public. It will be incorporated in the message, in the activity, in the scheme, in the offer. Then this message, the message about this offer or scheme or product would be taken to the public. So some two-way communication will be there as per this model, or where such communication, though dissimilar, though asymmetrical, though not similar, some kind of communication will be there between the organization and the audience, and the organization designs its message, its information based on, not of, based on the inputs collected from or the communication received from the audience. The organization designs its communication content based on the inputs or the communication or the feedback received from the audience. To collect this information or input or feedback, organization, as you see in the third bullet point, conduct some kind of research. It might be in the form of a survey, or in the form of an interview, or might be form of a focus group. So this is two-way asymmetrical. Asymmetrical means not symmetrical, not similar. So the communications being exchanged between the organization and the audience are not similar, but nevertheless, there is some kind of communication between these two. The audience are not totally kept apart, are not totally ignored. They are also rolled into, right, factored in. Their feedback to the extent possible will be considered. Then your information or message will be designed, and then this message will be taken. So that the degree of acceptance, degree of understanding, degree of reception would be higher, and to that extent, your PR campaign would be effective. That is the intent of this asymmetrical model. Hope you have understood this. I am going to stop sharing this message. To the last count, there were 9 students: Sonia, Pratibha, Pooja, Rachana, Dhanya, Chaitra, Pooja Gowda, Aishwarya, and Anyugna. Hope I have named all the students. There are 9. One better than the last. Oh, the same as last. So some people are not turning up. Hope you are doing good. So take care. Keep attending all the classes. Okay, I am going to end this class now. So thank you all. Hello, are you there? Rachana, I said thank you. Thank you for attending my class. Hello, Rachana, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You must have gone to have breakfast. Anyway.
No, sir.
My video is muted and I cannot see it all. Right? Okay. Fine. Thank you all. So Dhanya, you are still using your mobile. You are not able to get the laptop. Good, yes, good. Okay. Try to be there. So another few days, probably another 10 days. I think that this is going to change. We are going to meet on the campus, hopefully by May 4th. Let's see. So thank you all. I am ending this meeting. Okay. Take care.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.